The second AFC Asian Cup semifinal sees the host Qatar, the Maroons, facing Iran, Team Melli, or the Persian Stars, and that's on Wednesday, February 7th at 10 o'clock a.m. Eastern Time. Now, Iran will come into this as the favorites despite Qatar being the host. They're minus 125 to win in 90 minutes, the draw being plus 225, Qatar being 4-1 underdogs. Iran to advance by any means, minus 275, Qatar to advance 2-1 odds. The over 2.5 plus 130. Under is favored at minus 163. Both teams to score yes, plus 110 odds, and both teams to score no will be the favorite outcome at minus 150. Let's look at how Iran got here. They were first in Group C at 3-0-0. They scored 7 goals. They allowed 2. They were one of only 3 teams to win all 3 group stage games. They routed Palestine 4-1, edged out Hong Kong 1-0. And beat United Arab Emirates 2-1. In the round of 16, the teams exchanged PKs. Iran in the first half and Syria in the second half. They drew 1-1 with Iran, going on to win 5-3 in PKs. And in their last match in the quarterfinals, they met Japan. Japan scored early in the 28th minute, and they held the lead until the 55th. And then looking like it would go to extra time, Iran scored a PK in the 96th minute to get the winner and win 2-1. They let in shots 17-8, shots on target 4-2. Japan did have more of the possession though with 59%, and the corners were tied at 3 apiece. For Qatar, they were first in their group as well. In Group A, they were 3-0-0, making them one of 3 teams as well to finish undefeated in their group. They scored 5 goals. They allowed 0. That saw them beat Lebanon 3-0, Tajikistan 1-0, and China 1-0. In the round of 16, they met Palestine. Palestine scored first, but it was tied 1-1 at half. And Qatar scored a PK in the second half to take a 2-1 win. Last round, in the quarterfinals, they met Uzbekistan. They took the lead in the first half through an own goal, but Uzbekistan tied in the second half, and Qatar needed PKs and won 3-2 when the game went to penalties. Uzbekistan led in shots 15-9 and shots on target 4-2. Qatar had the possession edge 56%, while Uzbekistan had way more corners at 9-4. Now for Iran, they've had 7 different players score in this tournament, with Narid Tarami with 3 and Mehdi Gadi with 2. Tarami, Alizad Jokenbach, and Sardar Azmoun have 14, 10, and 10 shots, so they have 3 players that have double-digit shot figures. Team-wise, they put up 78 shots. They have 27 shots on target, so they're averaging just over 5 shots per game on target. They've allowed 42 shots and 16 shots on target thus far. Qatar, they only have 3 scores. Akram Afif leads them with 4 goals. They only have 1 player in double-digit shots, and that is Afif as well with 13 shots, and then he has 7 shots on target. Team-wise, they have fewer shots than Iran. They have 56, 17 on target. They've allowed 50 and given up 19 shots on target through 5 games. Now, historically, Iran has completely dominated this head-to-head matchup. They're 17-5-3. Iran has won 6 straight and scored in all 6 of those meetings. They're 6-4-0, undefeated in the last 10 between these teams. The most recent game came in a 2023 friendly, with Iran winning 4-0. And the last time these teams met in this tournament in the Asian Cup, it was in 2015, and Iran won that one as well, 1-0. Looking at a deeper look at the recent form guide for Iran, they've been running hot for some time now. And not only have they won all 5 games in the Asian Cup, they do have 1 draw, though, that after needing the PKs to get the win. But they've also won 7 straight and are 16-2-0 in their past 18 games. They've scored in all of those 18 games. They've also scored in 25 of 26 games. And go back even further, and they've scored in 41 of 43 games if we go way back all the way to 2019. Both teams to score bets are 3-0 and 6-2. However, Iran have also kept a clean sheet in 7 of 14 games. On the Qatar side of things, the Maroons are in good form, having won all 5 Asian Cup games themselves. They also had 1 PK win, though. They are 9-1-2 in their past 12. They've scored a goal in 9 straight and also in 11 of 13. Now, this tournament has been a much higher scoring tournament than the one running at the same time in Africa, but still, both of these teams have been pretty good defensively as well. Iran have 10 goals for, 4 goals allowed. Qatar 7 goals for, and just 2 goals allowed. It's hard not to back if you needed to pick a straight up winner. It's hard not to look the way of Iran given their long-term form. It's certainly hard to not see them scoring, given they've done so in basically every game going back a number of years. But Qatar has been good in this tournament as well, and they do have that home field advantage in this tournament to edge them on. So I think we can see a goal coming from both teams here, and from there, anything can happen. So let's go both teams to score for the best bet between Iran and Qatar. That wraps up this preview. Be sure to subscribe to the channel for more soccer picks and the preview of the Asian Cup final coming soon.